Hello, everyone. My name is Maya, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of FiMeCure and the mastermind of Trial Hub. And today I'm here with Monse. We're having our virtual tea and coffee meeting. As you know, we're all locked in our homes. But Monse is one of our first advisors joining FiMeCure. I'm really thankful that she found the time to speak with me. And we decided to record this session because I was going to ask her some questions about how did she go through the last crisis and what are the main insights that she took out of this crisis. And the reason for that is because Monse is one of the most clinical research professionals that I know. So Monse, if you can tell us a little bit more about your experience, your background.
Yeah, hello to everyone. I really hope everyone is healthy and staying at home right now. And but very happy to join you, Maya, today. So yeah, as Maya said, my background, it's a medical doctor. Nowadays, I've been 20 years in the CRO sector, and nowadays I'm advising three different type of companies. One within technology, which is in digital health, and it's FiMeCure. The other one is an expanding CRO in the US, being the European strategy advisor. That's Veristat in Boston area. And the third one, it's a CRO lab. So different sectors, but all of them in health industry.
A lot of hats.
yeah. Enjoying that a lot.
That's great. So Monse, I know that you've been like during the last crisis, 2008. I know that you've been a leader in a CRO, and I was wondering what was it like back then? Can you tell me what did you go through?
Yeah. I get that question almost every day right now from startups in digital health, and I will tell you why. Of course, you guys were at college or at the university at that time, while we were facing, the biggest financial crisis we had ever seen. I remember perfectly, the day I saw on the television the Lehman Brothers employees, the staff leaving, that building in Canary Wharf. In fact, just 2 blocks from the European Medical Agency, which I had visited. And, we were just shocked. We could not believe what it was happening, And it's more or less what we have seen these days, unfortunately on the television. I mean, we have seen, situations in China where cities have been just shut down, So, everyone it was really shocked at that time, Of course, right now, we are not talking about only a financial crisis, which will come. Yeah. It's much more painful. This is really a pandemic crisis, what we are facing. Yeah. Going back a little bit of those years, it's 12 years ago right now. So we expected, a huge decrease in research and development. And I must tell, of course, it happened. So there was a decrease on the expenses, on research and development. And of course, our sector, the CRO market, was affected. We had a lot of pricing pressure. We had many, cancellation, a lot. We saw the rates of cancellations going just up and up. But on the other hand, we also saw an opportunity because pharma at that time started to outsource more. So definitely, I mean, what we expected, it happened. Research and development, was decreased.
Yeah, but decreased just for a short period of time, and then it moved on.
It took a lot of changes. It took a while. It took a couple of years until, everything was, picking up again. And so it was very, very slow. The good thing for our sector, because I will focus mainly in the service sector, is that because of that changes, we saw immediately an opportunity, and the companies that we were ready for, we took that opportunity and we continue, the growth, because the outsource and the partnership just increase and increase and increase.
Yeah. And did you take any particular measures, maybe on the operational side, anything concrete that really put you on the safe side?
Yeah, at that time I was, in 2008, I was managing director for South Europe. I was part of the corporate management team. I had probably almost 200 employees under my responsibility in 4 countries in South Europe. So there was a lot of pressure, I can tell you. Yeah, so immediately we took a lot of measures, and I reinforced the message of immediately, because as today we are seeing, I mean, there was a lot of, gurus telling what was going to happen. It was a lot of information. It was even fake news at that time. So we were overwhelmed with the information that we got. But we as a company immediately, we knew that was going to be a financial crisis. So we more or less, follow the book. I mean, what do we have to do, no?
Yeah.
And we do the cash control, we do negotiations with vendors. I mean, we, of course, frozen some new recruitments that we had to do. Yeah. But if I look back and I was thinking on some of the actions, because these days, as I got these questions very often, I had identified 3 actions which were very important, at least for my team and for my region, but also for the corporate company. The first and probably the most important one, it was to stay very close to our customers. Our customers were facing very difficult times, canceling projects, some of them being laid off. So we were a company which was very customer focused, but at that time, we almost talked to our customers every single week. And with some customers every single day, twice a day. You have to be very, very close to your customers because they also have that financial crisis. No?
Yeah.
The second one, which I remember super important, it was the communication and transparency to the teams. So, I mean, that was really, really important. We were informing them regularly about our backlog, about our book to bill, the cancellation rates that we were having. We were very transparent with all our directors, and then, of course, they were transparent with the rest of the staff. No, in fact, I remember, Maya, that probably the 2 years after the crisis, we had the lowest, staff turnover rate that we had in the history of our company, because the employees really value how we managed that crisis at that time. Of course, people didn't want to take risk and change into companies for a period of time. But I know that, we reduced that turnover because of the communication and transparency. And the third one, I remember it was very useful for us also. At that time, normally CROs did like an annual, budget. Mm-hmm. Implemented immediately in our company a sort of rolling 3. So we had more or less every 3 months budgets that we had to review. Of course, every month, we had the
like short-term budgets, like not like the annual, but like quarter budgets.
That's right now, after 12 years, more or less everyone is doing it. But I'm talking about at that time, we had annual budgets. We were living with our annual budgets, and then we were reviewing that. No, so we implemented that, and we never left that, that strategy. Our company, we use it. So those probably are the 3 lessons learned and measures that helped me most, no? Together, of course, with the traditional plans that I said by the book.
I actually made a note here because I think that's super important to again repeat it. So like the keys to success really going through a crisis is stay close to your clients. Yes. Be transparent and communicate with your staff, with your team, because you rely on them in the end of the day. And then maybe rethink your budgets and go from annual budgets to quarter budgets. That's super helpful. Thank you very much, Montse.